Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Rain Day Gaming and some more Paladins gameplay here. My name is Rain Day, and today we're taking a look at Buck, the human warrior. Buck is a shotgun, in-your-face kind of guy. I really like him, actually. He's a lot of fun. You see his abilities here. He's got Cataclysm, which is a rock wall that blocks enemy movement and sometimes blocks your own movement. It affects both teams, so it's very important how you put that up. His number 2 is a recovery ability, so he's got some healing just in his kit, so he's a very naturally, tanky, survivable character. Of course, you're going to give a character with a shotgun only one way to kill someone up close, then you're basically going to have to give them some options to survive up close as well. And then he's got this big jump called Heroic Leap, which is pretty dang cool. It's actually a really fun way to get around and can do a lot of damage, as you guys will see later in this game. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Alright, let's get into the game here. I've got my cards available. Let's see what I'll pick. Accelerate, but I decided to go for Vigor, which helps my recovery last 4 seconds longer, so it doubles the length of the time I'll be healing. So that's very, very important. You see everyone's getting ready on their mounts. I've got the Flaming Warhorse mount. You see his abilities again one more time if you just want to look at those. But yeah, I've got the Flaming Warhorse mount here, just like this guy Pip is riding, and that's what you get for buying the Founders Pack. So if you guys want to purchase the Founders Pack and get that Flaming Warhorse mount, you definitely will be able to. I've been listening to Dry Bear stream, and what I've seen is that although the progress may be wiped to like character levels, you're going to keep everything that you've got. So of course you're going to have this mount in game when it comes time for open beta, and then the full game you're going to have all your cards, all of that good stuff. So for those of you who are new to Paladins, it's a card-based FPS shooter which allows you to upgrade your character in game through cards that you've collected and then are randomly drawn throughout the match at different stages once you gain a level. From my understanding, you gain levels based on securing objectives and killing players and doing good things, either dealing a lot of damage or being super durable, staying in fights for a while, taking a lot of damage. As you see, I'm getting a point here for point control, and the sooner you get more points, the sooner you level up. So that's kind of the way your team can kind of get ahead of the other team. If you all level up and have a lot more points, then you'll be able to obviously go ahead and have more cards, which should give you a bigger advantage. You see Buck, from far he's not too damaging, but up close, in your face, he is gonna hurt, man. Buck is one of those gods that, as you see that Heroic Leap, I'm not quite masterful at it yet. I'm not quite masterful at anyone in this game, but you see that Heroic Leap takes me quite a far distance, and this is one of Buck's greatest things he can do. He can basically wall you in so that he can just shotgun you, and the only way to run away is to run into his shotgun. And the closer you are, the more rounds are pretty much guaranteed to hit you, and so it's one of those moves that you can do to someone as Buck that really screws them up, especially if you have a couple teammates. Doing that, one of the ways you can use the wall, the Cataclysm as well, is to kind of shield off people from firing at you if you're holding a point. So a lot of times Buck will be one of the guys holding the point, as they destroy our siege engine there, and we take down one of their gates, which is pretty nice for me. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm trying to recover, making sure nobody's like attacking me, so I throw that down so no one can hit me. Because if someone hits me with a projectile, then I'm screwed. I basically get knocked off my horse, and then basically if they're in range to hit me with a projectile, they'll just keep hitting me with it until they close up on me. And I'm trying to run away. I don't want to fight 1v5, but that's what they'll force if that happens. So looks like our Pip gets taken out, man. Not cool. Actually, our Pip's right there. I don't know how someone got... Oh, maybe their Pip got taken out. Maybe that's what happened. Anyways, we're here holding the point. The capture point is right here. Fernando's on it. The Buck jumps onto us. I throw my Cataclysm down to block off any excess damage coming out from the wings there, and the Sky tries to jump in and throw a time bomb, which he does successfully, and however, we take her out. And so the Fernando is there. His shield is down. We want to hit him while that shield is down, so I'm trying to aim these shots that I'm hitting him, but I just keep missing, man. But now I'm finally getting a hang of it, hitting him a little bit more and taking him down pretty well. He's a tanky character. He's got a ton of health. He tries to run away, and I'm like, nah, dog, that ain't working today. You ain't getting away from that. You're causing too much trouble to just run away, to just charge on away. Now I go ahead and take Cataclysm, my card for Cataclysm, which is another common card in the game. There are different levels of cards. So there's common, there's rare, there's epics, there's legendaries. I did just pick up a legendary Buck card, and it's awesome, but I don't know if I'll show it off in this game. The thing is, I'm here playing against the the Sky, and as you can see up close, I'm doing really well. But once we get farther away, she's got the advantage. So my idea is I want to get close, very, very close. I use my jump to get in towards her, and she goes stealth, which is like so weak. You punk, going stealth. Then she turns around and activates, gets out of stealth, hitting me. Anytime she fires an attack, she goes out of stealth. So she activates a little too soon, tries to kill me from behind, and I just turn around and finish her off there. So Buck, a very good guy to take close range engagements. The only person you might not want to close range engage is another Buck. But of course we have some help there, so we ended up taking him out. And that's our second siege engine in a row. So we're doing really well. I'm loving this team. Again, that card Accelerate allows my Cataclysm, that big wall, to come out more now. So now I got that wall more. I'm walling people off. And Buck, one of the only characters that can actually jump up into the enemy's base. Usually you can't access this. Only they can access their portal. So I actually forced them down into a bad spot. And now they can't just shoot at our siege engine uncontested. So they're all on the ground floor. They're having to fight with us. I'm actually having the advantage here of the height advantage. We break their second gate, and we're even going farther. The Sky is up here, and I want to jump up to the Sky, but I don't time that right. The way I should have done that is aim down at my foot, and that would actually have propelled me up and allow me to go up onto the Sky. I tried to aim super up, but not high enough, and that was the issue there. With that. So I probably could have killed that Sky, but I decided, you know what, let me take our win. We've got a little bit of their vault down. We've got 2 gates, and see, look, they're firing at me now. I use my Cataclysm and my jump to get away from the Sky. I'm thinking this is the point. I summon on my mount so that, I can basically get some more regeneration, have a little bit more mobility in case that's not where the point is. The way the point spawn is like, it can't be the point that was the point before. But it can be a 50-50 random draw between this point or the other point. So there are 3 points always, and it's either a 50-50 between those points that haven't just been chosen. So you never really know, but for a lot of times you can kind of pick and choose the right one. And you know it's going to be a 50-50 chance, so it's a pretty good chance that you'll aim the right one if you send most players to one. However, there are the occasions where you don't, and that kind of sets you up for a bad thing. So I'm still kind of debating as to whether, that's really a good strategy, or if you should split up sending who you send where. Use my heroic jump to get out of that time bomb from Sky, and then now she's pretty much got nothing else. She doesn't have much in her kit, but Pip is giving me some heavy losses, and of course Cassie is doing that as well. So I use my Cataclysm to stay on the point. I'm getting hit by Pip a little bit, but I allow myself to gain some more points here while Cassie basically is not killing me. And the Ruckus up there goes ahead and starts distracting the Cassie. Even though he gets killed, it looks like, it gives me a lot of time, and now I'm pretty much almost dead here. I'm trying to kill the Sky, but she definitely is not my problem. It's the Cassie there who kills me anyway and picks up my health potion, and they go ahead and get this. So I'm deciding which one I want. I decided to go for Concussion. Now what that means is I get 640 damage done to someone every time I leap and land on them. So this is great if you're going to aggress on the point. You jump down, jump on the point, or jump on a character, and you immediately take a huge chunk of their life down right away. So that's like a hugely cool card, but the problem is you have to kind of be good at jumping with Buck, and that takes a little bit of time. So it's one of those cards you wouldn't want to pick up right away as a new player, because you're not going to be jumping offensively and like that good with Buck. You're going to be more of like, all right, doing the simple things, cataclysming off, but you see I do some huge damage there to the enemy Buck and Fernando, and I'm getting aggressed on here, which is super unfortunate. That Cassie has just got my number, and she takes me out again. And so now I'm like, alright, this Cassie is just doing too much, but because the siege engine was destroyed, I get an instant respawn, I believe, and I'm able to go ahead and help the team right away before our next capture point. I'm trying to see if we can kill a couple of these guys here, I get that jump and bam, I kill the Cassie, get that revenge, baby. Pip, you can jump, but I don't know if that's really going to help you here, man. I go ahead and knock out the Pip as well. I get plus 6 points, and we head over to the capture spawning point, which I'm assuming is going to be either the middle, probably the middle one. That's what I'm assuming, but it's wrong, so it's the right one. So I go ahead and try and knock the Buck off his horse so he can't travel as fast, but it ends up only slowing me down. So that was kind of an issue. We're now 2 gates to 1, and so this is kind of important to see who gets this. If they win this, they're on level playing field with us. If we win this, we can kind of take advantage of our lead. Sky leaves, he goes hidden and places the time bomb, so she avoids death for the time being, but the Fernando is down. The Buck is down with the Cassie is there. I use my Cataclysm to basically kill the to basically block off the Cassie, but the Pip goes super close, starts trying to fire at me, and of course I see the Cassie firing on me again, but I use my recovery. I'm very durable. I'm able to stay alive, and I'm hoping that some teammates come and help me out, and I use a great Cataclysm to force her into this narrow channel here, where it's easy for Ruckus to kind of just channel his machine gun onto her. Now the Cassie is here trying to find a way, but you know what? She decides to go and just not contest because she doesn't have enough people. But wait, she goes and heals up. She's back. I use my jump to get up on this weird landing spot, which I apparently can't run on, but I feel like it's funny. It's like a glitch or something. I don't think I should have been able to be there, but we kill the Cassie. And my damage does help me get a knockout from that. And we're standing on the point here. It's 33 to 27. The Fernando blazing fire on me. Can we get this guy down? This is hurting a lot. I have my recovery, but I decide not to pop it yet for some crazy reason. And now I pop my recovery after I'm taking damage, like after the damage is done. I don't know what that was about, Randy. What's going on? So I knock out Support Dog +6. I get a +4 for being a huge damage dealer, doing a lot of damage in those shots. And then I see the Pip here. There's no reason for me to stay on the point anymore. I just don't want him to be contesting. And so basically I go ahead and help kill him as well. You see the landing damage on that Cassie there. Oh dear God, the damage. Circle Time gets taken out and our siege engine arrives. This could be the final push. I have Juggernaut now available in Epic Card or Tightrope, which means I can mount anytime, even airborne, and gain 160% movement speed. So I decided to go for the Juggernaut, which gives me 50% less damage below 30% HP, which is super strong for a character like Buck. You know, I'm letting them kind of think they have the upper edge here, but I decide to try and jump, and I fail miserably, so that's kind of not how you jump. That was just a little tutorial on not how to do it, but it's okay. I'm learning, guys. I don't play FPS shooters. This is the first FPS shooter I really have played, or trying to learn, so give me a break here. Let me do my thing. Let me have some fun here. And you see here, I throw the Cataclysm down just to block off myself from any projectiles they might be throwing at me, but it doesn't really work the way I planned. Now I have an opportunity, and I do get up on the wall, and I see Pip here. I'm like, Pip is going down. I'm yelling timber. You try to go in this little room, but bro, I see you. You're dead. I see you. And then I see over here the Cassie and the Sky. I go ahead and hit my heroic leap, and look at that. The double kill, and the vault goes down at the same time, taking down my arch nemesis Cassie and bringing the victory home to Team Buck Rain Day. Buck Rain Day. That sounds like a good nickname for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Buck gameplay, everybody, and I hope you are enjoying the Paladins coverage on the channel. It's so great to see a new game here a little bit. Just give some variety to the game. Thanks so much, as always. If you like the video, leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. My name's Randy, and as always, never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you guys next time.